Today we're ditching our inks and stamping with distress paint instead. Let's see what happens. What is going on, everybody? Today is day 11 of 20 days of creative play. My name is Tiffany Solorio. If you are new here, I would love for you to join the community here on YouTube. So hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so you're notified every time that I upload a new video. Today is going to be a fun one because I actually love stamping with distress paint. And that brings me to my newest class where we actually do this. We do a resist effect actually with the distress paint, and you can find out more about the class. It will be linked down in the description box. It's called Mixed Media Foundations Class 1. And if you haven't already, be sure to download your free PDF. The link is down in the description box below. All right, so I have my mixed media paper here, and I actually have a stamp set that I have never used before. This is such a great time to shop your stash, pull out things that you haven't used, or maybe something that you haven't used in a while, just to get more out of your supplies. I tend to use the same things over and over again, and I decided that I'm going to use these or lose them. So I decided, why not get them all messy with distress paint today? So I picked out a few colors of distress paint. I have Picked Raspberry, Evergreen Bough, Sealess Preserves, and Mermaid Lagoon. I wanted to go with Peacock Feathers, but I don't have that in distress paint. Don't know why. Something I might have to change. All right, so I'm bringing in my mat over here, and I have a little brayer so that I can brayer on the paint. Now we're gonna start off with some purple, I think. All right, so my plan is to stamp each one individually, and I'm adding the paint with a small brayer here, and I have my craft mat off to the side, and I'm just gonna pick up that paint, and then we're gonna roll it onto the stamp. Okay, and then we're just gonna stamp it, lift, and then add a little bit of water to get that moving around. I dried this just a little bit, and then I'm gonna do a second stamping just to make sure that that's nice and crisp. Perfect. Then you wanna take a baby wipe and just clean off your stamp. I am cleaning off my craft mat in between as well. And then also my brayer. All right, I'm gonna use some of this Mermaid Lagoon. However, it's very thick, so I'm not sure how it's going to work. And this will be a surprise for both of us. Just trying to remember the placement. I'm gonna pick up that stamp. Roll that paint onto my stamp and then stamp it out. I'm gonna do another one because it didn't do very well. Now this is a sign to use your supplies, because if you're worried about wasting it, it's really just wasting away in your stash. Like, my paint pretty much is dry, so I'm gonna dry this just a little bit, and then we're gonna re-stamp it out. All right, we're gonna re-stamp this, which I don't know if it needs to be completely honest. It might be a little thick, but that's okay. We're going with it. All right, we're gonna clean our area and then move on to the next one. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of Picked Raspberry. Stamp it out. Add our water. Dry it. And then we're gonna stamp it out one more time just to make sure that we get a nice crisp image. Perfect. Okay, and then the last color is going to be Evergreen Bough. I'm gonna add a little bit of water. Again, dry this. Add the paint again to the stamp. And then stamp it out. All right, so very simple technique, but one thing I love about the paint is that once it's dry, it's permanent, and it also acts as a resist if you want to add any sprays over top. So I'm just going to show you quickly, but I will go over the resist paint technique a lot more in my class on September 6th. So if you're interested in any more mixed media, combining a lot of different mediums together and actually creating projects and cards with all of the backgrounds and stuff, then I definitely would check that class out. All right, so just quickly, I want to just spray just some antique linen over top of this just to show you how cool this is. All right, so you could see that the paint is not reacting to that spray, and this is a really great technique for resist. The possibilities are really endless with stamping with your paints. Just keep in mind that you really want to make sure that you're cleaning them off before moving on to the next color, and then also before you step away from your craft desk. But this is such a cool technique. I love stamping with my paints and stamping with anything really. It's just, the possibilities are endless. So I hope you enjoyed day 11, I believe. And a quick reminder, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and join the community. I would love to have you. And I'm going to leave the full playlist right here, and I will see you all for day 12.